Hey friends, welcome back to the garden. I'm so glad you're here because today we're doing a front yard garden tour. And things are looking so good out here in Zone 7B, New York. The roses are blooming their hearts out. The hydrangeas are starting to fluff up. And there's just so much color and joy to share. I'll walk you through what's growing, some of my favorite varieties, and a few simple tips that help this space blooming beautifully. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's enjoy the garden together. So let's start off here at the side of my driveway. This is a hydrangea that I planted in this planter. I divided this from the mother hydrangea from my backyard 3 or 2 years ago. You can see this is a beautiful pink hydrangea, and the hydrangea color depends on the soil. So if the soil is alkaline, the hydrangea flower becomes pink, and if the soil is acidic, by putting some coffee grounds, then the hydrangea turn into this color. This is even a lighter color. So if it's really acidic, it turns into bluish color. So the name of this hydrangea is Let's Dance Can Do. I usually put a tag in all my hydrangeas, but over the years, I keep on replanting, relocating, dividing. Some of those names were lost in the process. So this is Let's Dance Can Do. Beautiful hydrangea. This kind of hydrangea, even if I cut them, they still bloom because they bloom from new wood. So I have 2 hydrangeas here. And this one is a little baby, and this one is a little bit mature. Not yet 100 mature, but still it's already in its good size. So this is a hydrangea that belongs to the old owner of this house. So this hydrangea been in this garden for more than 20-something years because I'm in this house now for more than 20 years. So this kind of hydrangea, if you cut this hydrangea, it won't flower within the year. It will flower the next year or even the following year because this hydrangea flowers from the old wood. So usually this kind of hydrangea, I don't really prune them because I will sacrifice the bloom. I believe the following year it won't bloom. So this is still budding. And this is a David Austin rose. This is the country parson. I planted this last year, Beirut, and it has a nice mild smell or fragrance. And you can see these are tiny flowers with a little bit of not dark or medium yellow color in the middle. It's tiny and it's very thorny. So if you don't like a thorny rose, this is not for you. Very thorny rose. So this is the country parson, and it's loving its planter. I already deadhead this rose and it keeps on blooming, and you can see the spent blooms. This is a floribunda rose because you can see it's clustering. Beautiful, tiny, cute rose with a yellow color at the center. It's a pale yellow, but not that pale because you can still really see the yellow color. So next to this is Nye Vivan. This is a David Austin rose. It has also a nice smell. So if you're not really looking closely, you might think also that this is a country parson rose. But the difference is it has a lighter, more lighter yellowish color at the center, And this is not thorny. I could even see any thorns. This is also a floribunda rose. So if I have to choose between two roses with cream color, that is the country parson, if you want a cute one, I think I would choose Nai Vivan because it has less thorn, or there's none at all. I don't even see a thorn here. And it has a bigger blooms, although that it has a lighter yellowish color at the center, but this is still a nice rose. Less thorn. That's one thing I like. So I planted this rose in this planter same time with the country parson. So these two roses are David Austin roses. Beautiful. I love it. So this is my front yard right after my bay window, and that is Roald Dahl from David Austin. I have 3 Roald Dahl. I planted them in between my peonies, and they were blooming last week, but because of my busy schedule, I wasn't able to do a garden walk in my front yard. And this is a foxgloves where I planted here, or they just reseed. So this is a phlox. This is the time now for phlox, and you can see a lot of phlox now in the garden and other people's garden too. I can see a lot of phlox. This is phlox. I just propagated them or divided them and spread them all over in my garden. And this is still going on. These are my pansies. Still thriving. And this is daisies. Maybe next week they will bloom. I have a lot of this in the yard, whitish color. And these are my impatiens, still thriving in their full glory. And this is my Supertunia Vista bubblegum. I love this kind of Supertunia, I love them. And they just self-deadhead them. I don't even deadhead this kind of Supertunia. I think I bought like 10. I don't know exactly. 10 cans, 10 quarts of Supertunia Vista bubblegum. They will grow huge. That's one thing I love about them. And this another one here, Supertunia Vista bubblegum. And of course I planted more there, and more impatiens here in their full glory. This is the old spirea. I planted this when I bought the house. So this spirea, it's easy to propagate. And this is sunshine ligustrum. This is easy to propagate also. I cut them short because they were blocking my bay window. So I made this as a standard. And that is my hellebore. I have a lot of seedlings underneath it, and some of them I already put them in the pot so that I can plant them. And this hydrangea, I divided this from one hydrangea. I think this is a bobo hydrangea. I will show you. I love bobo hydrangea. And more spirea over here. It comes with pink and white color. And this is I forgot already the name of this, but I love this also. This is I made this as a tree. I'm going to put the name in the screen. Beautiful. So let's go now to my front yard. Oh, this one is dying. I don't know why. It's okay. When I see plants dying, I don't really get depressed sometimes. Because it's upsetting, but I look at this way. If my plant dies, that give me opportunity to get a new plant. So I look always at the positive side. And that is my salvia, and also I planted super tunia here. This is the second time that my DJI Irma fell. Anyway, let's move on to the front garden. Okay, I don't know why I planted these lilies here with the boxwoods. And this is more boxwood. You know, when boxwoods can be expensive, you know what I do? I usually go to the store when I buy this and look if there's 2 or 3 in one pot. And I divide them into 2 or 4 or 3. So that's how I save money when I buy this kind of plant, boxwood. I divide them. So I always look around here. I said there's 1, 2, 3. Then I get it. I don't get one only because I wanted to, make sure that I get something for the money that I'm paying. So this is top cream rose. It's budding. This is the color of this top cream rose. I put some label there. So beautiful, right? I planted this bare root from Lowe's, I believe. It was on sale. That's why I bought a lot, because it was like 2 for $25. 2 roses for $25. Not bad. And look at this, gorgeous. Top cream. Another one here. La Perla. But, I don't know. This is no good. Doesn't look good. La Perla. This is from Cordes. Look. I think I have to start putting fertilizers now in my roses. And this is Sugar Moon. Look at this. Sugar Moon. And there's one flower. I don't know. The flowers are not good. I have to do something. Maybe the soil is not good. This is Sugar Moon. Done. Look at this. Spent blooms. And this is Michelangelo. I have 2 of this. And I have also 2 La Perla. This is Michelangelo. I don't know. Maybe they mislabeled it. Because this one looks like Michelangelo. And this one looks also Michelangelo. I don't know. It's okay. So, let's go to this side. The pansies are still blooming. So, I'm not touching them right now because they're still having beautiful flowers. Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. And this is Fragrant Cloud. It has a beautiful, sweet fragrance. This one. But the growth is not that good. There's 2 big buds here. Big buds, not bud. I'm sorry. So you can see, this rose has big flowers. And this is my invisible ruby hydrangea. Started now to flower. And these beautiful drift red roses. This kind of drift roses, the red one, they have tiny clusters of red flowers. But you can see in one plant a lot of flowers. You know how I take care of my drift roses? I planted them last year. So, I live in New York and the cold weather sometimes is not doing well to the roses. So last February, when the ground I was able to dig the soil or put some soil, I can see that some of the roots of these drift roses were showing up. So what I did, I went around in all my roses, not only drift roses. I cultivated them and I added some compost. And then I added rose stone fertilizer. And what I did, I went through all each branches of these roses and deadhead all the bad branches, and I pruned them good. And you can see now, very clean roses, because I really took time doing that. To prune all these tiny branches takes time, but you know, in gardening, we need to have patience. That's why all my drift roses are looking so good. Not good, but great. Because of the hard work that I put into it. So I'm going to show you more drift roses. I think I have 5 or 6 varieties of drift roses in my garden, in the backyard and in the front yard. So I love drift roses. And look at this. It gives me a nice color in the edge of my garden. I don't have to buy a lot of annuals to put on the edge of my garden because the drift roses carries them all. So this is True Sincerity Rose by True Bloom. It has a beautiful yellow color. At first, the color is this. Then, no, this is the color at first. Then, when it's towards its life, towards the end of its blooming life, it turns into this. This is, I'm going to start deadheading them. This is True Sincerity by True Bloom. Very nice rose. I'm going to come back here later and cut all these branches. I usually cut, which I learned also in the internet, when I remove the spent blooms, I go down to the first, above the first leaf. It will branch out more and it will produce more blooms. There's something going on with the buds. So this is my standard molyneux. It was really blooming 2 weeks ago. And I think I did some video of that and I uploaded in my channel. And that's another molyneux. So you can see, I'll show you the beauty of this molyneux. How I wish I bought 3. I bought only 2. So this is molyneux. Beautiful color. Yellowish color. And it's healthy. So that's molyneux standard rose. Here, there's another hydrangea here, but I forgot the name. But I have all the tags. Look at this. I'm going to look at my tags. Beautiful hydrangea. That's my son now, I think. And that is an Atlas rose. See, that's my son. So, this is an Atlas rose from Proven Winners. I had this maybe for a long time. This is the first rose I bought and planted in my garden. Atlas rose. This is my Roald Dahl standard rose. Come closer and I'll show you the beauty of this rose. Very nice.
It's not focused. Okay, now it's focused.
See this? Roald Dahl standard rose. This is only one. And it started blooming last week, and I keep on deadheading them. This is my penstemon, beautiful penstemon, and this is autumn sedum joy. Look at that, autumn sedum joy. Okay, and this is my swift drift roses. Look at the color, so beautiful. My swift drift roses. I planted them 1 gallon and they're so big right now. And this is my true bloom, true affection. I have three here. True bloom, true affection. And look at this. Oh, I think I have to buy more and put more here, right? And this is the flax. And this is a 3 hydrangea. I planted 3 Coco Loco here, but they're done blooming now. 3 Coco Loco, more foxgloves, and also I planted from the pot my Moonlight in Paris 3 rows. So I have 3 Moonlight in Paris 3 rows. This is my Japanese maple. More hydrangea here. Phlox. And look at this here. My Churcha Jekyll. Only 1 left here. It was so nice last week. I'm just going to remove these spent blooms and I'm going to trim them later because I cannot stand looking at these spent blooms. I don't know what's going on with my Churcha Jekyll. It's okay, I'll fix it later. I have only 1 bloom. 2 blooms. And this is my incredible hydrangea. It's really incredible. This is another Churcha Jekyll. This is Lagerfield rose. Look at this. Lagerfield. And let's go here. This is my climbing Eden. They're already done. They were really in their full glory last week. But it keeps on raining. So how can I enjoy walking in my garden? And this is the Eden. I planted this last year. Not last year. I planted them 2023. See that? Beautiful. And here is also Eden. They're already done. Too bad. I wasn't able to do the garden walk last week because it was raining. I'm going to trim them. Beautiful Eden. This is another true affection. True affection. You know, due to the rain, I think, it kills the buds. Look, the buds are not good. Too much rain every day. So this is another spirea. That is my strawberry hill, David Austin. And this is my Princess Anne. I'm going to remove all these things around my roses. That's my Princess Anne. And I'll just dump it there. And this is This is Oklahoma Red. I planted, I think, 2 or 3 here. And more sedum over here. And this is my Brenda Bella roses. I have 3 here. 1, 2, 3, and I have another one there. And this is True Bliss by True Bloom. Beautiful, right? Red, pink color, darker pink. See? True Bliss by True Bloom. Look at this. I think the rain destroyed the buds. It's too much. Today was rainy too, but I still come out. And this is done now. Sweet Mademoiselle. I planted 2 here. Last week they were in their full glory. And more daisies here. More daisies here. And this is apricot thrift roses. This is apricot. 3 rows. And more apricot here. Last week they were in their full glory. Look at that. Apricot, drift roses. I already deadhead them. They were gorgeous last week. And I have sifted the oil over there. Let me see. I have a David Austin here. Sifted the oil. Oh, it's done blooming. I have to deadhead them. There's no more flowers there. And this is my Princess Alexandra of Kent. I planted 2 here. Come here, Eric John. My son is doing my video today. He came from church. I have 2 Princess Alexandra of Kent here. Look at this. Can you focus it? So gorgeous. I'm going to come here to deadhead. I forgot that I bought one and I ordered another one. That's why I end up having 2 roses. And, the other one there is Golden Celebration. It's done blooming. So this is my 3 rows. This is Julia Child. And another 3 rows here. This is Violet's Pride. My garden is loaded with plants because I love to buy plants.
How do you remember all the names?
Oh, I know my names. I know my plants. I remember my plants. I buy them. And
Good memory.
and when I buy my plants, where's my thing?
It's on.
No,
The fluff?
the fluff. I will look for it. That fluff keep on losing.
It's just for the wind.
I know I keep on losing. But I cannot. Okay, this is Spirea from Proven Winners. So this one is, what is this? I forgot the name. Lavender.
On the vid.
So what I did here, I planted a lot here. See that? I pull and make sure that I have some roots. Then I planted around here and over there too. See, that's how I save money. So this one, there's more swift drift roses here. More swift roses, more swift roses. And this is a hydrangea. I'm going to put the name.
What's that one?
That's incredible hydrangea. And these are I have 3 roses here. That is Sunbelt Savannah. This one. Sunbelt Savannah. 3 roses here. I planted 3 here. Then I planted more. I also propagated my carnations, my dianthus. So what I did, I learned it from somebody in YouTube. I pulled one with roots. That's what I did. And I just planted along them here. This is incredible ruby. I think I planted a lot here. This is a weed. It keeps on showing up in the garden. This is a weed. And it looks like it's a flower, but it's not. Okay? See, I have some astilbes here that I need to replant somewhere else because the hydrangea covered them. And that's hydrangea I bought that I think from the grocery store years ago. So I thought it won't survive, so I planted it there. Because usually when you buy hydrangea from the groceries, they're not hardy for our zone. So this is invisible ruby or incredible ruby hydrangea, red. I planted them all over here.
Hydrangea.
And this is my knockout double red rose. And I already trimmed them because I really pruned them good because I wanted air circulation. Look, this happens when there's no good air circulation. So that's what I did. See this one? This is a stilbe. I have a lot of this in the backyard. I have to transfer them because this incredible hydrangea, I planted 3 and I planted another one there. So look at this, incredible. They're really incredible. So the roses done blooming. I have some drift roses here that I got from the clearance, and I planted them here. I think I have 4 here. These are clearance, 50% off. So that's it.
This
Thank
whole
you.
garden.
Thank you for watching, and
And what else?
see you again in my next video.